Hello, and I'm back, but maybe you're watching for the first time. And in fact, you've maybe never watched me live before. So if you are catching me live for the first time, hi, I'm Lisa Barwise. I like to call myself a wellness alchemist and fitness feminist, where I help women to I'm the kick-ass catalyst in the transformation of women all around the world to become stronger of mind, body, and character. And I like to do it by smashing the patriarchy. In fact, smashing a lot of those conditions about why we think the fitness, diet, and beauty industry has really started to control what we do here, right? So rather, we like to focus on strong and on sexy from a female perspective. And I do that through Warrior Goddess Kettlebell Training. I'm the hostess of the Mostess with the Goddess Got Goals podcast, and also our 6-day superhero school, which is what I'm also going to invite you to as we do our live here. So if you want to learn more about our 6-day live boot camp that's all about your mindset, nutrition, and kettlebell training, you can access that for just $27 by going to warriorgoddesskettlebelltraining.com/school. And you also can win a free spot by listening to this live. So if you're watching live or indeed watching the replay, thank you so much for listening and watching, and go ahead and comment. Give me a hell yeah. Let me know where you're coming from. Throw those emojis in, and we will do a draw every single day for one free spot for that live online bootcamp of Superhero School. So come on in, let me know that you're here. Come say hi in the comments. But I wanted to cover this particular question, which is how to put your health and fitness on autopilot. Because I think that there is this misconception that or misunderstanding about weight loss and health and fitness, and in terms of how do you put it on autopilot? How do these people, these other people that aren't me, stay motivated daily, every single day to go and do these things, and how you can put it on autopilot? So I'm going to tell you how, very simply, but I'm also going to tell you that there is a strategy to do it. So what do we mean by that? And I'll tell you the story. The best way to always explain these things is through a story, right? So I am somebody who considers themselves quite lazy, right? But one of my friends, he kind of reframed that for me, and she called me energy efficient. And I think that's a better term. So I consider myself sloth-like, energy efficient, right? I believe that women in their 40s need to focus on energy management more than time management, having the amount of energy to do the things that we want. And there is a possibility that this too, energy management system, can be applied to both health and fitness, both of which we think can take up a lot of time and often, can feel like they're depleting our energy, especially if you're on a diet and you feel horrible and grouchy and grumpy from being on, massive cut of your calories, or you're doing fitness where you're doing hour-long workouts, 5 days a week, and you don't feel like you're getting anywhere. But there is a way for you to put this health and fitness on autopilot, but do it with optimal energy management, because I would be someone who constantly looks not for the shortcut, I like to say, but for the efficiency, for the energy saving, right? Where can I save energy? Where can I put my focus that I know is going to yield me the best results with the littlest amount of time and energy, right? So you can trust that what I'm going to tell you is energy efficient, right? It's gonna work for you. But when it comes to health, fitness, weight loss, whatever way you want to call it, the thing that I see women get wrong time and again is that they throw themselves at it. They smash their calories down to 1,200. They try to kill themselves with hour-long HIIT workouts, 4 or 5 times a week. They're going to a trainer. They're going doing cardio. They're trying to do all of these things. Or they did that once in the past, and because it burnt them out, got them exhausted, felt like, and didn't really get the results that they wanted, they've just told themselves that they're never going to do it again, and that this exercise thing is not for me. It was too hard. I was too exhausted. It didn't work, right? So I don't know which camp you are in. Do let us know in the comments. Are you someone who, has done it or is currently doing it and starting to question your sanity of why you're doing it, but also that you may be close to burnout right now, that you're just tired, you're exhausted. And as you're moving into your 40s, mid 40s, and into your 50s, you're noticing more and more that fatigue is a thing. Your energy is constantly dipping. Brain fog is getting to you, and amongst other things, but that midsection might also be getting wider, and you're just at a loss to what to do. So you can make your health and fitness become on autopilot when you understand, first of all, the science behind what you're trying to do, body shape change. When you understand the process of building muscle and burning fat and how to do both of those things simultaneously, and then what actually moves those dials forward, and what moves those dials forward by doing just what is necessary, not as much as is possible, you will be able to then create those daily habits, here we go, and routines and rituals to get you there. So what if I told you that there is a way, and in fact, a lot of people in my community, and in fact, myself, just do the things every day. Do their morning routines, meditate every single day, work out every single day, drink their water, take their supplements, do the foam rolling and the stretching, and are also leaning out that midsection, building strong strength, muscle, getting fitter, stronger, and building their confidence to become sexy strong, even over 40. In fact, some of them in their 50s and some even in their 60s. So it is possible when you know the formula, but also adopting what we call our daily habits, but also our tiny improvements or atomic habits. Understanding that it's not just about setting the goal. The goal is important to give you some sense of direction on what you're working towards, but you need to create habit systems or the day-to-day routines and rituals that get you there, right? And when you focus on that rather than the goal, because we like to say goals that fix never stick. So if you're constantly reminded by a goal of, I want my thighs to be smaller, you're never going to stick at it. But also, if you focus on the habits of the day-to-day routine, it becomes automatic. Now, I'm not saying that your body is possessed by a health and fitness person who goes and does the training and comes back and goes, ta-da! That's not what we mean by automatic. But when you set your day up where you prioritize your own health and fitness, right? First and foremost, you communicate it with your family. You've got your daily routines and rituals, your morning routine. Then you've scheduled your workouts. You get your workouts done every single day without fail. You take your supplements, you prioritize your sleep, and you learn to find magic in the mundane of that consistent cycle. That is how you put your health and fitness on autopilot. Now, you're probably thinking to me, that sounds like a lot of work, but really it's not. Really what you're doing right now is a lot of work, right? What you're doing right now is a lot of work. If you're doing hour-long workouts, if you're constantly trying to track everything to 1,200 calories and feeling exhausted, that's a lot of work, but it's also not getting you where you need to go. What if you could get there with all of the habits, your morning routines and your workouts, taking less than an hour a day? An hour a day to prioritize your goals, your body shape change, your health, your fitness, but that this just becomes part of your day and who you are. It just becomes, I'm someone who goes to the gym. I'm someone who drinks my water. I'm someone who takes supplements. We like to call it the identity shift in our community. In our community, we also talk about it in terms of Wonder Woman, like what would Wonder Woman do? When you start to identify as a warrior goddess, a warrior goddess trains daily. She feeds her body well. She does the workouts. She does, she follows the plan. She sleeps very well, she stretches, she does all these things. Because what would a warrior goddess do, right? What would Wonder Woman do? This also works if you are thinking about these leading ladies, these actresses in movies, when they're training for a specific role or getting ready for an event, this is how they train and eat, right? This is how they would train and eat if they're saving the world, or training and eating to portray someone saving the world, right? It's the same thing. So it's understanding that there is a process by which you can do it. Now, sometimes you can go faster to get there, and you would need to increase that from a daily basis, or you can do it as slow and steady wins the race, which we like to call tiny improvements, superhero results. Yeah. So that's how you do it. That's how you do it automatically. So what if I've told you that you could start that with just 4-minute a day workouts, that you could start that with just eating something on a meal plan and following that meal plan and learning the system behind it, and that you'll begin to add skills slowly, add the skill of tracking your habits, add the skills of logging your workouts, add the skills of taking progress photos. It is a skill. Then learning how to use MyFitnessPal and understanding macros and tracking that, being better with meal planning, being better with meal prepping, and maybe learning some new recipes and things along the way. But you've got to start out with the basics. It's got to be a foundation of eating, training, eating, training. Now, this is what we do in the first 28 days, the first 6 weeks actually of our Sexy Strong program, where we give you it. So it is on autopilot. You just eat this, do this, right, for the first 6 weeks, so that we help you to build that solid foundation, so that then you can add extra layers of complexity as you do more different sorts of training, you do more different eating and learning different skills. So what we are teaching in the 6-day superhero school is just that. We're helping you set the goal, but even more so, we're taking it one step further and looking at the daily habits and the routines and rituals that you need to create. So what do you need to do on a daily basis to get you there? Because the answer is not hour-long HIIT workouts, and the answer is not starving yourself with 1,200 calories, right? You gotta understand that this is the long game. It's a long-term goal. It's a lifestyle, right? But also that, yes, you might want to get into a certain shape by a specific time, and that's okay, because we can just work backwards from that. But you gotta understand, what am I doing today on autopilot? What am I doing today? What do I just want to be able to do on autopilot, that it just becomes part of who you are? I mean, if you follow me on Instagram or anything like that, you'll see I do the same things over and over. I eat the same things over and over. Yes, I have, some spontaneity and flexibility at the weekends, on feast days, where we get to enjoy like brownies, or we get to enjoy that. But basically what we do on a day-to-day basis is the same. Yeah, it's the same, but it's, red cow day is the same. A low carb day is the same. Yeah. And we do ebb and flow throughout our cycle, because women like to ebb and flow, but we still find magic in the mundane of those daily routines and rituals, ensuring you take your supplements and your water and all of these things that you know are good for your health and fitness. Yeah. So what I would say to you is, if you feel like that's such a big stretch for you, like I can't imagine being so in control and intentional with my day, then you definitely need to come and join us in 6-day superhero school, right? It's only $27. I mean, seriously, that's like 20 quid. Not only are you going to learn the kettlebell training, hello, and you're going to learn the nutrition and eating the right thing at the right time for the right reason, but you're specifically going to learn what that looks like on a day-to-day basis for you. How do you make this just part of who you are? That it's just on autopilot, that you do every day, no matter what, because you are worth it, because you are your top priority, and because your health and fitness is the most important thing. Because it is, right? Just like you putting on that mask first before you do on a child in a plane crash, you've got to look after you first and foremost before you can even look after that family and all of the other things that you look after. Yeah. So I want to see you inside. Keep on commenting if anything that I said today completely resonated. If you're watching this as a replay, hi, do let us know if any of this resonated with you, and know that I am here inside Superhero School to help you do just that. It is possible, even for a sloth-like personal trainer like myself. This is what I've learned to do, and this is what works for our community over and over again. So come on over, warriorgoddesskettlebelltraining.com/school. And as always, we'll be giving away a free spot to somebody who was on and commented during this video. In the comments, just keep going. Comment as many times as you like for each entry, and you will get your free spot. We kick off on Monday, and I can't wait to see you over there. Okay, until then, have a wonderful time, and I look forward to catching up with you all tomorrow.